Hello everyone. As you can see here, I am getting 60 to 70 frames per second without any type of DLSS and frame generation. Sometimes it goes to 40 frames per second because of this game's poor optimization. But many of you guys don't have the frame generation feature. Even so many people don't have DLSS also. First, you can see the settings here. My setting is kinda low, but I didn't get a playable FPS, and I turned off DLSS, frame generation, everything. Still, it's suffering. Imagine I have an RTX 4060 GPU. Still, it's happening. But now, with the help of this amazing application, I am getting 180 to 200 frames per second here. Don't focus on the bottom FPS meter. You can see in the top left corner in white color, the left FPS is the base FPS, and the right FPS is the AI-generated frames, which we called frame generation. Now for the confirmation, take a look in the graphics setting. There is no DLSS and frame generation enabled here. Let's ride the bike and see, can we find any frame drop and stuttering or any kind of glitchy artifact? I cannot see any kind of FPS drop and stuttering here. Can you find something? If yes, then tell me in the comment section. And yes, I forgot to tell something important here. There is no texture resolution reduction here in this process, so yeah, it's good. You can see with your own eyes also. Now, for the fun. Let's enable DLSS and frame gen here and see what happens to the FPS. Holy shoot, we are getting 250 frames per second here. For the knowledge, here the base frame rate is 30 and the in-game frame gen FPS is 60. And the application I use for generate frames use this FG FPS as base frames, so that's why the final outcome is too high. But guys, hello? You don't need this FPS truly. And the video is mainly for those who don't have DLSS and frame generation. Now for the trick, open Steam here and install Lossless Scaling. After installing, open it. Keep this in your mind. This is not a promotional video or sponsored video, so don't get confused, okay? Here's the interface of this application. First, you have to make a profile here. Tap on the plus icon and in title put a name like Gaming and add this. Here, choose LSFG 3.1. Here. Basically, 3.1 is the latest version here. Then select Fixed In Mode. Multiplier, set it to 4. Here, 4 means 4 times of FPS. Make sure don't increase it more than 4 because then you have to face some latency and glitches in frames. For flow scale, if you have a 1080p monitor, then set it to 100%. And if you have a 1440p monitor, then set it to 70 to 75% here. Now, toggle the performance button on. In Capture API, you have to try both of them one by one because it depends on the PC itself. You can face high latency if you choose the wrong API. Q target 0, scaling type LS1, sharpness depends on your preference, toggle performance on, mode auto, and full screen. In rendering sync mode, turn this off because we don't want VSync. Max frame latency to 1, and done. This is the setting you have to use. After everything done, go to In-Game Setting, and here, if you play another game and not Wuwa, then make sure to play the game in windowed or windowed borderless mode, because lossless scaling did not work in full screen. But in Wuwa, surprisingly, it does not matter which screen mode you play. It works perfectly. Now go to the application and tap Scale, and get back to the game immediately, otherwise it does not work. Wait for 5 seconds, and done. You cannot see the FPS here because I record the footage in display capture, and lossless scaling overlay does not show in display capture. So quickly, I go back and turn on the game capture, here's, so we can see the FPS. Here it is. As we can see, I'm getting 250 frames per second here. Quickly, I saw you guys the setting. Here I turn on DLSS, not FrameGen, and we get 250 frames per second and turn FrameGen on. Did not gain any frames per second because the base frame is too low. So here's the limit. But, as I said before, the video is mainly for those who has no DLSS and FrameGen. So, I turn off both, and you can see the performance. So you guys now can enjoy the game with lossless scaling. Just you have to purchase it. And it's very cheap, just $3. When I purchased it back then, it was 30% off, so I got it in $3. I hope so you enjoy this guide. And if you have any thoughts about this video, please comment it, please. You guys are the best. I gained so much audience these past days. So yeah, I will make more guides to help you people. And yes, if you want any kind of video, then tell me in the comments. I will surely make it.